Hey guys, it's me, it's PokemonTripHD, and we are back today with TBU Season 3, Week number 7, Lucky number 7, team analysis. And this week we are going up against Sinister Sable, aka SS, and the St. Louis Chatots. So this is going to be a good match. If you guys don't know, SS is a good friend of mine, so it's going to be a fun match. We've been kind of like hyping up this match for a while. He's been saying he wants to beat me, and I've been saying it's not going to happen. But anyways, it's a little bit like a rivalry thing. Anyways, the battle's already happened. I'm actually recording this the same day this is supposed to go up. I'm recording this like at, I guess I'll tell you guys. I'm recording this at 5 p.m. PST, so it's going to be up in like 2 hours-ish. So, yeah, anyways, SS has a pretty scary team. Though his team is pretty one-dimensional, his Pokemon cannot do more than 1 or 2 tasks. His team is as follows. He has Mega Pinsir, Conkeldurr, Starmie, Roserade, Xatu, Hoopa C, Sandslash, Granbull, Zebstrika, and on his bench, which he cannot use this week, is Heatran, Skuntank, and Haxorus. Now, I think the 3 on the bench do really, really well against my team, but they're on the bench because, you know, when he moves around the bench, he has to, like, do another bench to swap them and everything. And he has to use Xatu either this week or next week, so he swapped Haxorus onto the bench for Xatu, which I do not agree with personally, because I think Haxorus destroys my team, but that was his choice, and, you know, maybe he has something planned. I'm not really sure, but like I said, I think those 3 on the bench, Heatran, Skuntank, Haxorus, do really, really well against my team, but they're on the bench, so we can't bring them this week, which is pretty awesome. And yeah, so let's get on with this. So on my team, Lopunny, he has no switch into Lopunny on his main roster, even on his on his bench, he doesn't really have a switch into Lopunny. Like it 2 KOs everything on his team with return or high jump kick, besides Granbull, defensive Granbull. But defensive Granbull doesn't have recovery, or Xatu. Well, defensive Xatu still gets 2 KO'd by return since we're adding it. So everything on his team gets 2 KO'd. Well, I guess Sandslash. Does Sandslash get 2 KO'd behind jump kick? I'm not sure. But wait, no, we don't even have a jump kick. Well, so we don't have a jump kick. I don't know, saying return 2 KOs everything. Because, you know, I'd put high jump kick, but Heatran's not on his main roster. That's why I'm stupid. I apologize. I put power up punch over high jump kick like right before the battle. Well, not right before the battle, but like, you know what I mean. I had high jump kick, but I swapped it for power up punch because if we get a power up punch kill on something, say like a low health Conkeldurr, or like a low health I don't know, just anything low health, maybe low health Hoopa, if it's like locked into Shadow Ball, if it's Scarfed or something, we get a power punch, we kill that, or we power punch on the switch, and then we can just basically sweep his team with return, unless he has a Scarfer, but then quick attack does a lot of damage to his Scarfer if he brings one. So this speed lets us outspeed, I believe his fastest Pokemon is like Roserade before Mega Evolving, something like that. I'm not 100% positive, something like that. And after we Mega Evolve, we outspeed Starmie. So yeah, that's basically all we need to do with this Lopunny, and then it's mainly here to clean up, and it's going to be our main offensive presence, along with Moltres, which you guys will see Moltres later in. But like I said, later on, not later in. What the heck does later in mean? Basically, now I'm going to get into the real meat of the team. Now, when I was building this team, I wanted to go with the first thing that came to my gut, and the first thing that came to my gut was momentum. So, because we have a lot of great offense that just destroys SS's team, like Entei, Kyurem, Lopunny, Moltres, they all destroy SS's team. So, I ended up going with Lopunny and Moltres as the offense, and then the rest of the team, well, just these 2 have momentum, but these 2 play a really big part because they can wall a lot of SS's pokes and switch in and then, you know, get momentum. Anyways, and we have a pivot in Tangrowth. Anyways, the main, like I said, it's momentum. I want to play with momentum because his main switches into Umbreon is going to be Conkeldurr. We baton pass on like the switch into Conkeldurr. Go out to Moltres, most likely Hurricane, destroy that thing. And he does not have a switch into Hurricane, by the way. Hurricane 2 KOs every single thing on his team. But I think it's 2 KOs Hoopa too. It 2 KOs everything on his team, which is awesome. This Umbreon, the main mission of Umbreon is to switch into the Roserade. It's to switch into the Xatu. It's to switch into the Hoopa. Hoopa, I believe Life Orb focus last 2 KOs, but I mean, if it brings Life Orb, then Lopunny kills him anyway, so it's not really too big of an issue. And that's the main thing. It can switch into Zebstrika too, unless he's like Banded Wild Charge. I think that might 2 KO, but I mean, if it brings that, we just swap after taking one, so it's not really too big of an issue. This Umbreon is really, really big threat against his team, and its main job is to baton pass. It has Heal Bell for in case like he brings Paras on like Xatu. I think Xatu gets Thunder Wave, pretty sure it does. Or Starmie also gets Thunder Wave. So, and like Roserade if he gets a Sludge Bomb Poison because we don't have a Poison type. So it's also a good, nice cleric against his team. That's the main mission of Umbreon. Now next up we got Tangrowth. This is the pivot. It's max HP, max defense. They're switching to Conkeldurr. We don't really have a nice switch into Conkeldurr because Moltres Flame Body burns him and he has Guts, so it's not really a lot of fun. We have Agent Power for the Pinsir. It does not OHKO Pinsir, but it does like 90%, and that's a lot of percent. After he Megas, of course. Before he Megas, it doesn't do that much because it's not 4 times effective. We have Aerial Ace for the Conkeldurr. It does about as much as Giga Drain. It does a little bit more than Giga Drain, though. And it also hits the Roserade, which is the why I have Aerial Ace, of course. And it's just really nice. Knockoff to get rid of items, Regenerator, and Giga Drain is for Sandslash. And it's a really simple set. We do live a return from Adamant Mega Pinsir, though I wouldn't want this thing to take a return because we need it for Conkeldurr. So we have Avalugg as a switch into Mega Pinsir. But you'll see that later. You'll see that later. This is also a decent switch into Zebstrika other than Overheat. Because like even a Volt Switch, it's not going to do too much. Even if he specs, it's not going to do too much. It does hurt. Flame Charge doesn't do much at all because we're defensive, and it's not even stab. But Overheat, like I said, Overheat destroys us, so we're not going to use it as a switch-in, but it could be a switch-in, you know? Next up, we have Mew. Like I said, it is Momentum. This is a pivot. The thing we're probably going to do is switch into Tangrowth, knock off some items, and then switch out. That's probably going to be the main thing, because he's not going to leave his Conkeldurr in after seeing... oh, and we have leftovers. I changed this to Rocky Helmet, so sorry about that. So yeah, that's the... I forgot to do that, but I changed that before the battle, so... That's the Tangrowth. Next up, we have Mew. It's the momentum gainer of the team. It's going to be the main thing because this thing switches into a lot on his team. It can switch into Conkeldurr, though knockoff is a thing, so I wouldn't want it to. Soft Boiled, U-turn for momentum. Sucker Punch for the Hoopa. It also hits the Xatu, though I probably want to use it to hit the Xatu. Psyshock for the... also hits the Starmie. But we'd rather just U-turn on the Starmie. This is also a nice switch into Starmie. I believe only thing that can 2 KOs is like Analytic boosted Specs Hydro Pump if we switch into it. So, but he'd have to land that, of course. So, and we know you always miss Hydro Pump. So, actually, if it's against me, you might land it. So, Sucker Punch, Okos, Hoopa Confide, hits Xatu, hits the Starmie also, which is a nice thing. It's also in case, like, say, Scarf Zebstrika is going to beat me, or Scarf Roserade is going to beat me, or Scarf Sandslash. I'm not Scarf Sand, that's not even a thing. You know, Sandstorm, Sandslash, something's going to beat me. I can get off Elastic, Sucker Punch, though we are minus attack, so it's not going to do too much, but it's still base 80, I believe. Yeah, base 80. It's still going to do a decent chunk. Psyshock hits Conkeldurr and Roserade. That's the main thing Psyshock's for. And it's just Mew's really, really nice pivot in this match. I really do like it. So that's the Mew. Like I said, I'm trying to go through this fast because I don't have too much time. It's already 7 minutes. Oh my goodness. This is our switch into Mega Pinsir. Mega Pinsir cannot 2 KOs with any move he goes for unless he crits us. Rocky Helmet to get off, because after 1 Rocky Helmet damage, Tangrowth Agent Power takes him out. Also, if he SDs on the switch after rocks, he would be able to take us out, though he would, if he goes for CC, he'd lower his defenses, so that Lopunny, I believe Lopunny's Fake Out after we Mega outspeeds his Feint. I'm not sure, I believe Feint's at +2 priority, but I'm not 100% positive. But we have Rocky Helmet on these 2 Pokemon for that, plus the next Pokemon, which you can see doesn't get OHKO'd by a Quick Attack unless Rocks are up, but if Rocks are up, we kind of just need to prevent him from getting up an SD, so we'd probably just not switch. But anyways, Rabbit Spin, in case he gets up rocks, like I said. Crunch is for the Starmie, for the Hoopa, and for the Xatu. I believe it 2 KOs all of them, because 117 base attack is nothing to laugh at. Avalanche is for basically everything on his team. He doesn't really have a switch into Avalanche other than Starmie, and if we get rid of the Starmie, then he doesn't have a switch into Avalanche at all. Even like Granbull, if he's defensive, it still takes a good chunk from Avalanche, so he doesn't have a switch into it, which is really, really nice. Avalugg's going to hopefully play a big part in this match because it does wall the Mega Pinsir. Next up, Moltres Phoenix. Our bird is coming back for the second week. I used it, like I said, I used it before against Sizz, and I was really, really impressed. So we're bringing a U-turn on this because, like I said, Momentum. Flame Body is for the Pinsir in case it quick attacks us. We can definitely get a burn because, you know, it's basically a 100% chance. We're Choice Scarf, so we outspeed everything on his team other than Choice Scarfers on his team. Though we do outspeed Hoopa if that's Choice Scarf. You need like a Choice Scarf Zebstrika or a Choice Scarf Roserade or Choice Scarf Starmie to outspeed us. We outspeed Choice Scarf Xatu too, but that's not really a thing. If he wants to outspeed us, so... And I don't want to bother outspeeding, or not outspeeding, speed tying with the Roserade, because I don't think he's going to bring Scarf Roserade, first of all. And if he does bring it, then, you know, it's going to be a speed tie anyways, and I wouldn't risk that. So, we have Air Slash, just in case I don't want to miss a Hurricane. Hurricane 2 kills everything on his team, like I said. Flamethrower is for the Pinsir. If he gets up an SD and there's no rocks up, we go out to this. His +2 quick attack is going to do like 60%. We Flamethrower, it's guaranteed to land. I believe Flamethrower 2 kills everything on his team other than Starmie 2. Unless that's like Spadef Xatu or AV Conk. So it does a lot. We're modest, like I said, because we only need this much speed to outspeed the Hoopa C. So that's the team. Like I said, the main goal of this team is to pivot or gain momentum with Mew and Umbreon out into either the Moltres or the Lopunny, depending on what's in, depending on how much health his switch-ins have. He doesn't have a switch into Hurricane, but like I said, I don't want to risk a Hurricane, because if I miss Hurricane on, say, like the Mega Pinsir, if he switches into Mega Pinsir on like Mew and I U-turn, I wouldn't want to miss a Hurricane. I could Flamethrower, but if he has Starmie, it's not worth it. So the main thing is just to check what his Pokemon's health is at, and go from there. I can even go like Avlug or Pinsir and Avalanche, but whatever. That's team. Let me know what you guys think about this team. I'm supposed to make this short because I have to leave in 5 minutes now. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna get out of here. Hope you guys enjoy. Let me know what you guys think about this team. Battle's gonna be up tomorrow. Sorry about this being late. I apologize. Just Pokemon Go has been taking over my life and school, and yeah, it's just not fun. Anyways, well, it is fun. I love it. But anyways, I'm talking too much. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the battle. Toodaloo.